Hello, welcome back. So in this video I'll be showing you how to create content ads on LinkedIn. So let us get started. You come to the work button here and you click on the drop down arrow, you click on advertise. So it's going to open a new tab, the campaign manager. So you select your ad account. This is my ad account that we are using. Then you come to campaigns, you click on campaigns. Then you click on create campaign. So it's going to bring you to the first page whereby you select the objective of your campaign. Are you running campaign for website traffic or engagement or video views or lead generations? So, but most of the times I run my campaign based on website visits and lead generation. So for this tutorial we'll be using website visit. So you select your objective, then you can also as well rename your campaign. I will rename it as LinkedIn ads website visit. Remember, we're going to create a content ad. That's what we're going to do with this tutorial. So after you must have selected your objective, you now come and create your audience. You create your audience, and here you need to add a location. Which people are you targeting? Which country or which continent are you targeting? So here I'm going to put North America. Then I'm going to select only United States. I don't need this one. Then you can narrow it down to the states in United States, or you can still go back to your country and add more countries. You can still go back, and if you are looking for African countries, just as I'm an African, you can decide to come down and select Nigeria only. Select Nigeria. This is Nigeria. So then after that you can exclude people. If you have some set of people that you want to exclude from seeing your ads, you can exclude people in this location. But for now there is no exclusion in the ad. Then you have your profile language. I will leave it for English. Then they'll ask you if you want to narrow your audience further. This means if you want to specify the kind of people that you really want based on profession, skill, and position. So you can click on narrow audience, and they will bring out company, demographics, education, job experience, interest under target, under audience attributes. Then you have matched audience. Matched audience has to do with custom audience, whereby you have a list of emails or list of clients that you want to target. Let's take for example, you click on add matched audience. They will ask you to create audience based on website visit, those that have visited your website. Now this has to do with having an insight tag on your website, because it's like you are trying to retarget those people that visited your website. Or you can upload a list, an email list of people that you want to target. So back to the audience attributes, you can select the company, whether is a company connection or a company of a follower, or company industry, or whatever, or the company size, the people that you want to target. So let me say I want to target company with a size of 51 to 200 employees. You can still narrow it down further again. come to demographics, member age, member gender. You can decide to check this box, and you can decide to select male or female as the case may be. Then you can decide to, this is for company size, sorry. Let's say you come back to this demographic, you select gender, and you say you want to target male only. You can still bring it down further. Go to job experience, education, interest, member interest, those that are interested in marketing and adverts. You can see digital marketing. In other digital marketing, you can see email marketing and the rest of them. You can decide to choose search engine optimization. From this, we are trying to narrow down our audience, but at this corner of the page, you can see that we have a warning message that our audience is too small because we narrowed it down. But then let's continue. We are going to expand it as we proceed. Now here, they'll ask you if you want to expand your audience, if you want to give them the ability to expand your audience. So you should normally check yes if your audience is too narrow. After that, we come to the format of our ad. Remember, we are running ad for display ads or content ads. On LinkedIn, it is called content ad. So we will select this for content ad. So let us go back and edit our audience. Let me make it both male and female. All member gender have been removed. Now as you can see, we now have a larger or an acceptable audience size. So the next place here is the placement. This has to do with audience network. These are networks that partner with LinkedIn to also display ads on their network. It can be a website or an app, so you can enable it if you so desire, or you can exclude some categories of partner network, or you can just allow it and check and uncheck. So then this is still under the partner network if you want to work with it, but most times I either check or uncheck depending on my audience. Then the next thing you see is your budget. Would you want to spend a daily budget on LinkedIn, or you want to set both a daily budget and a total budget? So whichever way, you can decide to spend a daily budget. Then you tell LinkedIn that I'm going to spend $25 or a particular amount in a day. Then you can set your campaign. Your campaign can run continuously from the start, or you can set the date is going to start and the date is going to end. Then coming to bidding, you can decide to bid automatically, or you bid per click. Since we are running adverts to our website, I normally choose a bidding per click, cost per click. Or if you are running ads for engagement, then you can go for cost per mile. This has to do with impression. So, but for websites, I go for cost per click. So you can enable conversion optimization. You can set your bid. You can decide to increase your bid, or you bring it lower, or you allow it the way it is. Then after that, you have tracking, conversion tracking. Now this conversion tracking has to do with lead generation. If you are so much interested in lead generation, or you are interested in retargeting your audience, then you can set up this conversion tracking. After you must have set your campaign, then you can proceed to the next step. But the most important thing in setting your campaign is your audience. What I normally do is that for every campaign, I sit down and ask myself, who are my audience? Who are my audience? Who are those that need this? Their age, their gender, the kind of work they do. I specify it. I spell them out. Then when I start to run my ads, I easily flow. But with this tutorial, it's just a walkthrough. But before you run your ads, make sure you at least have an overview of the company that your targeted audience might be interested in, or they might be working with, the demography, their education status, job experience, and most especially their interest. Then after you are done, you can now click on next. You save. At this point, we are going to create our content ad. You can select an existing content from your page if you have content on your page, but unfortunately for now, the page that we used for this tutorial, there are no contents there, so I'm going to create a fresh content altogether. So you can name this ad if you want. I will name it let's say LinkedIn web traffic. Now, your introductory text, make sure you always keep your introductory text as short as possible so that it's going to appear on the first line. So I would say 6 golden rules of blogging. I think I will leave it like this. Then I can decide to add my website. .info/blogging. Then okay, I think this URL does not exist. Let me just direct them directly to the front page of the site. Okay, the website exists. Then the next thing you need to do is you need to add an image to your ad. So I'm going to choose some images that I already have on my computer. For example, this is just a rough image, but you need to choose an image that synchronizes with your ad or the message that you are trying to pass out to your audience. So you need to choose an image that synchronizes with it. But this is just a walkthrough. Then you can now give your heading. Let's say do's and don'ts of blogging. Then your description. Let me use this as my description. After you're done, you can now click on create, saving your ads. Then when you are fully satisfied, then you can now click on launch campaign. It says you have successfully launched your campaign. Ads that were previously approved will start serving immediately unless otherwise noted below. New ads are under review and will serve pending approval. But right now, I don't have any payment method on my LinkedIn account, so the ad is not going to run. This is how to create a content ad on LinkedIn. So in the next video, I'll be walking you through how to create a text ad. Thank you and see you in the next video.